way. Some days people don't see you. You feel like you're in the way. Today you feel as everyone hates, pointing their finger, looking at your mistakes. You do good, but they want great. No matter what you give, they still wanna take. Give your love and they throw it back. You give your heart, they go on attack. When there's nothing left for you, only thing that you can do, say today, live like you wanna. Let yesterday burn and go it in a fire, in a fire, in a fire. Fight like a warrior. Today, live like you wanna. Let yesterday burn and go it in a fire.
Alrighty. Sorry about the long opening. I like that song. It's a good, inspirational, make you feel good kind of song. Welcome everybody. Today's date is March 10th, I believe, 2015, and this is it. Welcome to the Rich Erdman Show. This would be the second show that I've produced, and that would be my phone annoying the hell out of me. Like I said, welcome. I'm coming to you tonight from the Joplin 44 truck stop here in Joplin, Missouri. A few subjects tonight that really kind of are irritating me a little bit. One such as, I kind of had it wrote down in my outline a little different, but the whole S Sigma Alpha Epsilon or whatever the hell it's called at Oklahoma University, the home of the Sooners or whatever. I'm not a Sooners fan. Alright, my take on this is, the song they were singing, whatever, was fucking retarded. They were a bunch of damn idiots for fucking doing it, knowing that, hey, if we do something this stupid, somebody's going to liable to record it. I.e., somebody did record it. Now look at the shit you're getting into. I tell you what, though, man. That old boy in that black suit that jumps up into the beginning of that, man, he was really into that shit. I'm surprised he ain't break out and start breakdancing or something. He probably did if it was a longer video. Stupid thing to do. But here's where I kind of go off the rails. Do these guys need to be expelled from school? No. They weren't singing it directly to somebody. It's not like there was a bunch of black people standing in front of them singing their dumb song, whatever the fuck they were all saying. I know it had the N-word in it. I know how people feel about the N-word. Oh, it's the N-word. It's so evil. Okay, whatever. Now, they weren't singing it to nobody. It wasn't directed at any one person. The song, they came out and said the song was a threat. It wasn't a threat. It's not a threat. It was a bunch of fucking college morons having what they thought was fun. Apparently they were having fun because they really looked like they were in the long run. The problem is no, they don't need to be fucking suspended. Let me take that back. Expelled. I know 2 of them got expelled, and I'm betting you one of them was that some bitch that stood up and started fucking really egging the crowd on, which, more power to you, homie, but look what it probably cost you. These dudes really, honestly, have a lawsuit against the college. Any one of them that gets expelled has a lawsuit against the college. Because I can guarantee you, shit is much worse, and we just don't know it. But if they're going to suspend these guys or expel these guys over what they're singing and what they're saying, then I got bad news, homie. Now you gotta suspend every Muslim, any person that says anything that hurts anybody's feelings. That's all this is about, is somebody got their fucking feelings hurt. It's all fucking political correctness. Should they have been saying the word? No. I don't personally use the word. I think the fucking word is stupid. Now you gotta look at it. Black people ain't got no reason to get mad, in my opinion. I got a lot of black friends, and I don't know where this is gonna go with that. If they listen, they know me. They can't get mad. They use the word in every goddamn rap song. They use it in a different context. It's fucking retarded. It's all it is. It's fucking retarded. How to even deal with it is, you can't fucking get butthurt every time somebody says something that hurts your goddamn feelings. That's the problem with this fucking PC world. Is, oh, he said something about a black person. Oh, he said something mad about Mexicans. We gotta stop him. We gotta shut him down. No, it's called the First fucking Amendment, for one. And you really need to look at it as, grow some fucking balls. Have a fucking spine. Learn to take a ribbing. I mean, Like I said, they weren't singing it to nobody. They weren't hurting nobody's feelings. They were on a bus from what they knew having a good fucking time. It's it's that fucking simple. There's no other way to put it. They were having a good fucking time. Nobody's feelings on that bus were getting hurt. I'm sure there might have been one or two people on that bus sitting there going, "Oh man, these motherfuckers going crazy. I'm just gonna sit back down in my seat, slouch down as far as I can, and look like I'm having a good time. Ooh, look at me, yeah." There'd never be you keep singing that song, Hoss. But I really, I mean, the fake outrage behind all this is disgusting. Now you got people walking around on on campus with tape over their mouths. Good, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear what you have to say. You ain't got nothing. You ain't trying to do nothing but incite shit. Shut the fuck up. All these fucking protests, even with the fucking cop shit. Oh, hands up, butt down, or whatever the fuck. Hands up, don't shoot. Whatever the hell it was. Fucking biggest bullshit. And considering that every goddamn report came back saying the motherfucker never had his hands up. I'm not even really getting too far into that because I don't want to. But anyhow, the fake outrage on anything anymore is just trying to get a rise out of people to get people to shut up. I got bad news. If you're going to tell me to shut up, I'm coming at you 3 times harder. That's the way I work. I don't shut up. I don't censor myself for nobody. The reason I say N-words is I choose not to use the word. That's the only reason. Have I used it for? Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. I got friends that use it. They use it towards each other. That's fine with me. I don't care. They call me, whatever. I don't care. Stop with the fucking PC bullshit. Grow some fucking balls. Grow a goddamn spine. Suspend them. Kick their frat off campus. But if you expel them, you got to expel every other person that's ever said something and hurt somebody's feelings on that goddamn campus. That's all I got to say about that. Now, the other thing that's getting on my nerves is this fucking Common Core shit. The whole, what's 10 plus 16? Well, that's really, we'll make it even harder. What is 16 plus 19? Real easy. 35. Didn't take a fucking genius to do it. Took me less than a half a second to figure it out, which was probably still too long for my Asperger ass, but no, I looked at it, and now in order to do it, you got to take 10 and do this, and then add 9, and then you take this and put this here, and whack this one off, and finger the 6 so it equals 10, or whatever the fuck Common Core's got you doing. You know how you get to fucking 35? You carry the goddamn 1. You carry the fucking 1. You don't need Common Core. The whole fucking thing about Common Core is government fucking control. Federal goddamn control. Basically, it renders your school board useless. I mean, school boards were there for, if somebody had a problem with the curriculum, they go to the school board, they hash out their issues, something gets fixed, something don't get fixed. Now with Common Core, because the state and the city fucking governments bow down to fucking government. Don't get me wrong, this shit started under George Bush. I ain't fucking saying this is a Democrat thing or nothing, but people need to stand up. It's bullshit the way it's teaching. They're writing revisionist history. I've fucking seen it. The way they wrote the Second Amendment in the book says it can be changed. They left out the whole shall not to be infringed, which is the most important part of the fucking Second Amendment. Now, where they go wrong is, like I said, Common Core renders your local school board useless. The school board and everybody answers to the federal government now. Fucking goddamn federal government is now in your schools. You have no say anymore. The government controls and teaches your child its propaganda. That's all Common Core is propaganda. There's been notes that high school reading material is basically training manuals for bullshit stuff. I haven't seen any. I can't confirm it. I'll fucking try to do it and have an update for the next show. But, I mean, I've looked at my daughter's work and it's like, are you kidding me? I mean, a simple math problem takes you 5 minutes to solve. Took me a half a second in my head. Yeah, it'd probably take her a couple more seconds because she's got to carry the goddamn 1. It's simply retarded. And, thank God Texas and a handful of other states, they say, get that shit up on out of here. I live in Washington, unfortunately. Washington, them tree-hugging fucking liberals in Seattle, Tacoma, and Olympia, they're all, it's a good thing. It's teaching our kids. It's teaching your kids to be mindless fucking drones. Simply mindless fucking drones. That's all it is. It teaches them that nobody's better than nobody. There's no chance in hell to excel. And it's basically a participation trophy of a curriculum. Nobody fails. Because, you can't have stupid kids. everybody has to be stupid. You can't have really smart kids. Like when I went to school, we had smart kids, cool, good kids, and fucking mouth breathers. I was somewhere between the whole mouth breather and, you know, middle of the road kids. I kind of goofed off a little bit in school, which probably leads to why I'm a fucking truck driver today. But no, I don't know. But really, I mean, the whole deal sucks. I mean, you know, it just started out as math and English. Now they're starting to go into revisionist history, which is the rewriting of history, which makes Michelle fucking cunthead Obama real fucking happy. And I mean, the whole school lunch thing. I seen the school lunches. Oh my god! And they talk about that's healthy. Shit, I give my daughter a rotten fucking banana and be healthier than that crap. But yeah, that's where I'm at with that shit. I mean, fucking Common Core sucks. It's fucking useless. It's just teaching your kid to be an idiot. You know, because, you know, Jimmy can't be smarter than Tommy, because if Jimmy's smarter than Tommy, Tommy's gonna cry and get upset because basically Tommy's a fucking mouth breather. So they gotta make Jimmy a mouth breather so Tommy feels better about himself. Instead of sitting down with Tommy and saying, hey Tommy, you know, we'll help you out. We'll make you a smarter kid. Sit down with us and we'll help you. Unless Tommy wants to be a mouth breather, sit there and draw fucking circles and cartoons all day. You know, it doesn't give the smart kids a chance to excel. And anybody that says it does is a fucking drone. It's that simple. They are a drone. I mean, it's, like I said, it's basically a participation trophy for the education system anymore. It's like, okay, you did this, and their testing is just a joke. That's why I'm so glad my daughter Gwen is homeschooled. And I'm hoping to God we homeschool Jack too, because I can't have this shit. This shit's just crazy. Now, I was listening today, you know, the ATF, the unconstitutional whole ATF, you know, alcohol, tobacco, and fuck-ups, came out and said, you know, after 80-something thousand plus comments and emails or whatever, they decided they're not going to ban M855 ammo because it's quote-unquote armor piercing, which is a crock of shit in the long run, but they basically, the people stood up. For once, the fucking people stood up and the damn government listened. Personally, I think they were a little more afraid of something bigger happening, which hope to God it doesn't. And it's a good thing, man. I mean, what good's an AR-15 if you can't shoot it? It's a fucking paperweight. Put it up on your wall with a pretty sign that says, look what Obama did. I mean, okay. I shoot 45. I don't really have anything else, but they, yeah, that was some good news from today. And then fucking Hillbilly Clinton gave her a little press conference about her missing email, or her, I'm sorry, not her missing emails, about her personal email server, and said, well, I send emails to people at the government, so they got archived that way. Yeah, nice ending around, you dumb bitch. She gave an answer. I think it was Andrea Mitchell asked her something about, oh, how do women, or how does the Clinton Foundation keep accepting money from Muslim countries that treat women like shit, you know, blame women for rape, and, you know, all the Muslim basically treat women like shit, you know, Sharia law, basically, Saudi Arabia, Iran, Iraq, all those fucking countries, Dubai, Qatar, whatever the hell, Yemen, the ones that treat their wives, you know, basically as fucking property. You know, the ones that they can't dance, they can't drive, they can't get a job, they can't leave the house without a male relative, which I wish I would tell my wife she can't leave the house without me. She slapped shit out of me and walk out the door. And Andrea Mitchell asked her, you know, how come you take money from these places? Hillary did a big ass ending around this subject and came out and literally pretty much said, I don't give a fuck what they do. I know what I believe. I know what our foundation believes. But fuck it. Their money is green. I'm going to take it. And I kind of laughed this one off a little bit, because it's the way she fucking answered it. I mean, she basically just said, I don't give a fuck how they treat their women over there. As long as they send me money, I don't give a shit. And that's the way she answered that question, pretty much. And I mean, every question she got asked in that press conference, I was listening to it when I was listening to Hannity today. And ending around every question. I would still like to know, she turned in 55,000 pages of emails. I'm wondering if them 5,000 that she didn't turn in had anything to do with Benghazi. I don't really know what to say about Benghazi besides, like she said, what does it matter? That's bullshit. It matters completely, you stupid bitch. But, I want to know where those emails are because none of the emails that she turned in have anything to do with that. And that was the only email she was using because she said she didn't want to use two devices for email, so she just used the one. So, okay. Where are those emails, Miss Clinton, Mrs. Clinton, Billy's bitch, whatever you want to call yourself? Where are they? Where the fuck are they? I want to fucking know. I know the rest of this damn country wants to know. And I'm sure I probably got liberals listening going, oh man, you're a fucking right-wing whack job. No, I'm a constitutionalist, baby. I'm a libertarian, conservative constitutionalist. Whatever one you want to pick, just don't call me a Republican, because I am nowhere near a Republican. And I ain't much of a Tea Partier either, because the Tea Party's lost its way a little bit on its own. But nah, I'm where I'm at. You can call me what you want. Fucking drug laws, man. This came up on. I think I was listening to Opie and Jimmy today on Sirius XM channel 103 and 206, depending on whatever system you got. And the funny thing with drug laws is, everybody's saying, oh, drugs should be illegal. Well, I got bad news, people. Any drug law is unconstitutional, whether it be weed, coke, meth. Drug laws at the federal level are illegal. They are not in the Constitution. They are not amended into the Constitution. And that's where it comes from. Drug laws should be set at the state level. That's why the states can legalize weed like they are. Because under the federal, there is no law in the United States Constitution, there is no amendment to the Bill of Rights that states drugs are illegal. They can't do it at the federal level. It is a states' rights 10th Amendment problem. It goes as far as, a lot of things, Department of Education, unconstitutional. Environmental Protection Agency, unconstitutional. You name it. Department of Energy, unconstitutional. That's all states' rights. None of that stuff is mentioned in the Constitution. Marriage, not in the Constitution. That's why, Alabama had their whole thing. I know I got a friend on here that's from Alabama that's got something to do with this, but the gay marriage thing in Alabama, they threw a big hissy because Alabama said no, or said yes, but a lot of the judges said no. Well, if you actually read the Alabama state constitution, it states that marriage is only between a man and a woman. It was done at the state level. That's why those judges were like, no, we're not doing it, because it is at the state level as, it's between a man and a woman. Personally, I don't care. I don't care what other people do in their bedrooms. I don't care if they want to get married. If it makes them happy, more power to you. That's all I got to say on that situation. Well, on another subject, because that just infuriates me. Basically, drug laws at the federal level are illegal. That is why every state is allowed to that's why it's a state's problem to, legalize weed, legalize gay marriage, legalize this. If it's not directly stated in the Constitution, it cannot be handled by the federal government. The fact that the federal government tries to is unconstitutional. If you've ever read your Constitution, you would know this. And everybody always, the first thing everybody ever pulls for a lot of things is, the General Welfare Clause has nothing to do with anything that the fucking people pull it on. Equal protection, yeah, you can use that for gay marriage. I understand how you can do. I understand it completely. And like I said, I really don't care who marries who anymore in this world. Just stay out of my business. Keep the government out of my house. Keep the government out of my bedroom. Keep the government out of my doctor's office. Which, oh yeah, that's working real well too. I hope to God the Supreme Court, I think it's the Supreme, crap, I can't remember now, Supreme Court or Circuit Court, whoever's got this for the way that the subsidies for Obamacare were handled, I hope to God it fails, because that will kick 9 to 13 million, or I'm sorry, 9 to, oh my God, I'm tired, had a long day. Try that again. It'll kick 8 to 9 million people off of Obamacare instantly once the Supreme Court rules, that what they did was fucking retarded. And they're gonna blame the Republicans because, the Republicans had nothing to do with the writing of the bill. And they're going to say, oh, well, it's the Republicans' fault that this happened, you know, even though they had nothing to do with the bill and we did everything. We had the majority of the House and the majority of the Senate, and we passed it through on our own without reading it. And Jonathan Gruber might as well be our Jesus when it comes to Obamacare and whatever, you know, what the fuck ever. I hope to God that fucking it ends because, you know, I'm running around out here. I can't afford health care. The company I work for, once Obamacare passed, my health care here went through the fucking roof. You know, and yeah, Affordable Care Act, my fucking balls. I called them and they were talking about $1,300 a fucking month with a $20,000 deductible. What the fuck is the point of even having that? Okay, so I gotta get fucking hurt seriously once a year. Pay my deductible of 20 grand while I'm giving them fucking $1,400 a month or whatever the hell they told me. It was like $1,200 or $1,400 a month for me and my family. But don't worry, everybody, I will get a free pap smear every year. And I get a free mammogram. So at some point, I'm going to go let the doctor play with my balls and fondle my fucking boobs. Because Obamacare said I could. It's stupid. They give you shit you don't want, shit you don't need, and they're forcing you to get it. And, you know, then the whole fucking... See, look, I'm going off on a tangent. In the long run, fuck Obamacare. You know, I'll pay my goddamn penalty. I ain't going to be fucking forced to pay for anything. Well, they're going to force to take my fucking hard-earned tax return, but whatever on that note. Let's get off onto something a little bit more fun to talk about right now. Fucking sports. Tony Stewart. I've been a Tony Stewart fan for... God, since he was in Indy, back way fucking before he even got into NASCAR, I've been a Smoke fan my entire fucking modern life. And he went out today or yesterday and basically laid into him about fucking the new rules package. I mean, profanity laced. I really haven't gotten to hear the thing because my internet sucks again. But yeah, I mean, he went off about the rules package and all the new, you know, the horsepower cutback and downforce that they did. And, well, I'm happy to say, attitude-wise, Smoke is back. Driving-wise, he's not having a good... He's not well off right now. Harvick's smoking, though. 2 second places and a first place. Go Kevo. Seahawks made a hell of a move today. I mean, they traded Max Unger for Jimmy Graham of the New Orleans Saints, which... is a hell of a pickup and kind of a hell of a loss at the same time. Max spends a couple weeks a year injured, though, so, I mean, I'm not too upset that Max Unger's gone because his backup's pretty damn good on his own. And I'm happy we got Jimmy Graham. I mean, Luke Wilson's fucking phenomenal, but now we got Jimmy Graham behind him. Jimmy Graham, so he's universal. You can use him as a receiver and a tight end. I mean, when he came and played against the Seahawks, you know, he was pretty damn dominant against us. He was all fucking Drew Brees ever had. So, am I happy we got him? Hell yeah. Thank you, Jimmy Graham, for coming to welcome to Seattle, buddy. We got rid of Byron Maxwell, which I'm kind of sad to see go. He was coming into his own, and he's now a Philadelphia Eagle, I believe. Well, good luck, Byron. And, well, my first love team, I know a lot of y'all think, oh, you know, Rich is a Seahawks fan. I'm a Seahawks fan second. I'm a Jacksonville Jaguars fan for 21 years now. Jacksonville finally spent some money and got Julius Thomas from Denver. That is a great target for Blake Bortles this year. Now all Jacksonville needs to do is get themselves a good, decent running back, which Denard Robinson's good, don't get me wrong. Toby Gerhart, I go both ways on Toby. You know, Toadman, he's a decent running back too, but we need a high caliber running back. You know, I'd love to get, you know, fucking Adrian Peterson comes back. I'd love to see Adrian Peterson in the Jaguars. I mean, he whatever he did with his kid, I don't give a shit. His kid probably needed a whooping. Should he used a fucking tree branch? Probably not. I wouldn't choose a tree branch. Well, a switch. I think it's funny because it had to be a fucking tree branch that he did it with, but... baseball's coming up. Really ain't got much to say except go Mariners and welcome to Seattle, Nelson Cruz. I mean, with Nelson Cruz and Robinson Cano, I think we got a pretty damn good chance at the playoffs this year. And we got a strong lineup. We got rid of Justin Smoke, which I wasn't too keen on, but... And some trucking stuff. A couple of you out there know that, I'm a company driver for Holland Enterprises out of Fargo. It's a great company. It's a great place to work. And yeah, I know, shameless plug for them, right? But a close friend of mine offered me the chance to buy my own truck. And, it's a pretty sweet fucking deal. It'll triple my money, obviously. The disadvantage is I would have to move from Washington to Pennsylvania, which really right now isn't a disadvantage. I can get away from 594 and let them worry about it. But yeah, it would require me to move to Pennsylvania. And well, obviously I'm buying my own truck, so he's going to help me purchase the truck and all that. It's running, basically I'd be running around the Northeast. I wouldn't really go past the Mississippi River unless I wanted to. It gets me home every weekend, and I could be home. I could be through the house every night, or I could be through the house every other night. I make my own time. Right now, I'm staying out 3, 4, 5 weeks at a time, and I make decent money, but I'm not comfortable, and I kind of want to be my own boss again. So, if you listen to this, you have any advice on this one, feel free. Send me a message on Facebook. Send me a message on anywhere that you can send a message. If you got my cell phone number, send it to my cell phone. Fucking Twitter me. I'll leave all the addresses here in a minute, and I'll leave a graphic on the end of the show with that on there. Other than that, really, it's quiet. Justified's on tonight. Yay, thank God. I need to be some Justified. I gotta see how Ava's gonna fuck with Raylan because she told Boyd that she's snitching for him. World. The world is yours. Make it what you want. I'm gonna make a change for my family. Probably. I hope I do. It's a hell of a discussion between me and my wife. PA's not that bad of a place. It's sure as hell is a lot cheaper than Washington State. And Washington ain't gonna get no better because they've got to raise the minimum wage to $15. But anyway, you can reach me at facebook.com/ErdmanRich, Twitter @RichErdmanShow. Email is erdmanrich78@gmail.com. Or you can reach me at the Open Road Internet Radio @gmail.com. Facebook is facebook.com/groups/Open Road Internet Radio Network. YouTube search Open Road Internet Radio Network, or just YouTube search my name, and most of the time that comes up. Some of my old videos on my old accounts might come up too, but yeah, just search The Rich Erdman Show on that, and well, good night, people. I hope this show is a little better than the first one. I'm getting a little more comfortable with the way all this is done. I'm starting to be able to talk a little more and keep a cohesive thought. I'm trying to beat Asperger's, damn it. So, like I said, good night, world. Keep fighting.